took it yesterday, though. Yesterday. Not that I've had any time to sleep since then, though.
So the next few episodes, can you tell us about what the role is going to be, how the character might change?
As of now, my character hasn't exactly. There's been hints that she may turn into a superhero. As of now, it is very mellow. She is still her rambunctious teenage self and is still causing issues in her own right, trying to act out as well as make herself her own. But yeah, as of now, there's nothing too dynamic outside of her and Oliver's relationship.
What did you love most about the script when you read it? You've played a lot of sisterly characters over the years, years ago with the OC and now. So what did you love most about this one?
The idea of turning into Speedy, that was just a shoe-in for me automatically. And then when I read the script, I mean, I read a lot of pilots every year, and in the last 3 or 4 years, I honestly haven't even wanted to go out for one. That's the reason why I haven't been on working too much on television. It just hasn't been too much that has caught my eye and been worth it. And when I picked up Arrow, I just slammed down the last page. It's like, yep. All right, who do I call? Where do I go? Let me do things. It was like, it's a dynamic script and it's a really dynamic story. And the people that are attached to it, I mean, we got Mark Guggenheim and then Jeff Johns writing. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's been amazing so far.
Well, when Mark was just here, he was talking about setting up a structure for people sort of getting embedded into it, but then possibly going around and messing with going, fast forward, flash back. How much of that are you allowed to see in advance? How many secrets do you know so far?
There's a few secrets. Nothing that I can say, of course.
Sure.
There are a few secrets that are being revealed even in the second and third episode. There's, it's something like, I honestly, when I watched the second episode, I had to watch it again and again and again, even though I've read the script 1,000 times, just because I was like, wait, how? Oh, yeah. That's right. Like, you got to actually pay attention. It's totally going to be something that's going to hop on Netflix, and people are going to have to go over and over again to kind of really understand each little element that's going on and brings them to the next episode, because there's just so many layers. I mean, it's a comic book story, so there's just all these hidden layers continuously to bring in something from 5 episodes later. There's a hit, and you have no idea, and then something will pop up. You're like, wait, what the heck? Why didn't I know about this? So there's a lot of interesting and dynamic and intense layers.
Like an onion.
Yeah, exactly. This is a very awesome, sweet onion.
Were you a fan of comic books growing up?
I never really read too many comic books, but I did. I mean, what kid after school didn't go home and turn on the Justice League? I mean, seriously, it's the first thing on at 4:30, so what do you do?
Did you read any when you got the part?
I started looking into Green Arrow. Yeah, I've been quite busy, obviously, with everything going on. But I mean, I've got them piling it up, and I cannot wait for hiatus so I can just sit back, relax, and actually soak it all in. I've even been saving certain scripts out of the season so far that I want to even go back and reread and just kind of soak in everything just that much more, because it's really well written and there's a lot of things going on in it that I kind of just enjoy to relive again.
So now being sort of embedded now, part of the DC universe, what has your reaction been from fans, even just based on the exposure to the pilot?
It's been amazing so far. I mean, we went to Fan Expo, like I said, and it was just phenomenal. It was before the show came out, obviously, and even then, people's reactions to it. I mean, whether they were good or bad, people had a reaction towards the idea of the show. People were either pumped or curious or why are you guys turning Green Arrow into a show? But then we previewed the show and actually let a select few watch it. And before then, we had a panel, and some people were asking questions, why is it just Arrow? And as if they were even kind of upset about it. But then after watching the pilot, and then everyone was just like, oh, okay, yeah, we don't care about that, it's fine, it's great. Let's keep going, let's watch more. It was amazing. Just watching it, we actually got to sneak in for the last 5 minutes of the pilot and got to listen to everyone's reaction, and it was just absolutely amazing to hear people. You were, yes, it was amazing to hear people's reactions. I was tearing up. It was amazing. And then at the end of it, I don't know if you guys have you all seen the pilot? Okay, yeah. The end when Moira comes out and has that little spat with the well-dressed man. It's like, what? I even forgot about that. I was like, wait, what? Oh my god, that's right. She's evil. Yes. And everyone else was like, oh, no. It was awesome to see everyone's reaction. And they're hyped, and as well as we all are.
Is there someone that you're going to get to work with in the future that you I know it's mostly with all, but someone you'd like to work with or that you see you work with?
I have a very nice episode coming up. I think it's episode 5 or 6 with Tommy Holland. It's gonna be it's very awesome. It was a lot of fun to film. Gotta say, I love that guy. Colin is amazing. I wish he was here. He would have shown us New York the best way possible.
Well, tell us about your leading man, please.
Stefan, no. Where do we start? What's my favorite thing about Steven, honestly, is the fact that he's very fresh and new in this industry. So at any time, I can threaten him with a barbed wire wrapped baseball bat. Just in case, in case I see that ego coming up. Just so you know, it's right here. In case you're wondering. But yeah, no, it's we like to keep him grounded. Me and Katie have a nice joke where we're always just like, oh yeah, we're gonna kill you. Just so you know. Yeah, you got 12-pack abs, and sure, you could probably break us with your pinky, but no, we'll kill you. We'll kill you. It's we're adamant about keeping him as grounded as he is at the moment, because it's very hard, especially in his shoes. He's literally working, I can't even imagine how many hours a day, for like 12 to 18, and then working out and interviews on the daily, fans going crazy, paparazzi crazy. I mean, it's like all of a sudden going from normal life to boom, very, very quickly. Most people doesn't happen that fast too, and it definitely changes your personality, but it's beautiful to watch someone who doesn't let that happen, or who lets people around him knock him down with barbed wire and wrapped baseball bats.
How much input, just in terms of performance, do they allow you to bring when you go through your scripts? Are they very strict on how you interpret it? Don't say this in a certain way because it may reveal something, or...
I mean, for certain things, yeah, they could be strict upon that, but for a very good reason, because it'd be leading into something for the next episode that they don't want people to... There are things that they want people to know, and there's things that they want to be a surprise. So there are... Not that it has happened for me yet, but I'm sure there has been circumstances where that has come about. For me, I haven't really run into too many issues. I mean, Thea's she's self-explanatory in the sense that she's rambunctious and outlandish, and she's a teenager. So then it just all comes into the levels of the moment and how she's feeling, and we actually normally always agree, because it's very... I like to go to a very real and kind of, interestingly dark place for her, because I feel like she comes from a very negative uproot, and it's got we all agree on it, and it's very nice. There hasn't been any arguments about our character so far.
How many episodes are in the can so far? How many episodes are in the can?
Am I in?
Shot, yeah.
We are finishing up episode 9 right now, and yeah, I mean we're doing like 13, and then fingers crossed back 9. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you guys.
May I bother you for one quick photo?
Yes.
This is good. Thank you.